What's going on, everyone? It's Justin here, and today I'm here to talk to you guys about some of the tips and tricks I have in terms of how I use my smartphone to run my business on a daily basis. Being connected is one of the most important things as any internet business owner, and especially in the world of social media, delivering videos, as well as going through emails and staying interactive. My phone is like the central hub to everything. And I have a set of apps as well as different productivity tools that I've been using on a day-to-day basis for quite a while now. On the topic of a video for business owners, I think for any starting entrepreneur out there, you're looking for the best tools at the best value price point that really bring you the reliability that you need to be able to stay connected and be able to operate the business exactly the way you want to. So I want to take the opportunity in this video to introduce Visible, which is an affordable unlimited wireless service on Verizon's 5G network starting at $30 a month, which promises a great way to stay connected wherever you are, as well as having all the tools that you need from a technical standpoint, while also being able to save money, which I think is always important for an entrepreneur, whichever stage you are, by being able to not only invest back in your business, but also be able to allocate it in ways that you would like to. And a huge thanks to Visible for sponsoring this video. So when it comes to starting the day, the first thing that I do is go and check my emails. It's pretty much the first place I go as soon as I wake up, and typically that can be around 6 to 7 a.m. And then I'll maybe go back to bed for a little bit, but because I'm based in the Pacific time zone, having emails from the Eastern time zone does seem to be a bit of a regular thing. And on top of that, there are a lot of overseas deals as well, and those emails typically come in overnight. So email is kind of like the central hub of how I try to conduct all my business, and wherever I am, I try to respond to everything super quickly, and I feel like I'm definitely known for that. If you take a look at my phone notifications, you'll see that email is always the one with the least number of unread messages, followed by texts and phone calls. So I just find that that's my preferred way of communicating. When it comes to my to-do list, I actually use two different tools. I have Apple Notes, which just has like a very rough to-do list with things that I've written down very quickly, but then I also have tasks lists inside of Notion, which are more specific and have checklists for myself and the team. So from there, I'm able to take a look at what I've assigned to everyone else on the team and maybe reprioritize them, but also communicate with everyone else as to what things they should work on first and which ones need to be done in the given day or even in the given hour. From there, whenever I'm home, it's usually a filming day in the first half of the morning or in the second half of the afternoon, because I find the lighting is harshest when we're doing videos that rely on natural light during the midday portion. So I'll typically just be on the go and taking a look at the notes on my phone while we're on the commute to the office, for example, and when we're setting up for filming. So usually there's like a PDF deck, there are notes that are being made, and I'm able to see what we're supposed to talk about, maybe some things that we have to test out on the device or the product, but also specific things related to the setup. In today's situation, we're filming a video about smart home at a friend's house, and so I have to take a look at some of the specific information of each product while setting it up and then filming the A-roll and B-roll portion for that video. Throughout the day, there's also phone calls, of course, from team members as well as agent, and also parts of like the renovation. There's always some administrative stuff going around as a business owner, and some calls are expected, whereas others just come in at any time. Perfect, sounds good, thank you. So making sure you have good connectivity is extremely important, because you don't want to miss those important calls, because some of them, as I said, kind of just come out of nowhere and it's just part of the job. Other than that, some of the other things that I also do on my phone is access Dropbox as well as Frame.io, because I'm able to watch some of the video drafts from the team that might be based in the US, for example, or around the world. And whenever a video draft is ready, I can then leave notes from my smartphone, and having good connectivity also allows me to watch the video in high quality to be able to see all of the little details when it comes to the content. So as you can probably tell, when it comes to some of the apps that I use on my smartphone, it is very reliant on a core few. And even though I've been in the business for about 12 years now, I find that less is more. I always try to experiment with a ton of different apps that can contribute to the business, but I've always found that dialing back and finding a key few that the whole team is willing to use makes it the most effective platform overall. Having way too many features that you're not going to use ends up complicating things, and it draws away from the main idea of productivity. So I find keeping things simple, fast, and easy to edit while accessing it on the go has been the formula for me. On the finance side of things, so one of the biggest tips that I have for any entrepreneur out there is to get rid of your technical issues as early as possible, but at the same time, don't feel the need to have to spend a ton of money before you can get started working on content or any business that you're in. The most important thing for any starting business out there is just go ahead and jump right into the market head first and figure out how to navigate it and learn things along the way. But at the same time, I do understand that in the beginning, there might be financial limitations that can contribute to certain aspects of tech, and that is where finding a budget or a value option of a product that still delivers great performance and reliability is the key. I think reliability is the biggest word here, and although there are a lot of low-cost carriers out there, by having Visible, you actually have a $30 a month starting plan with one line that is actually hinged on Verizon's main 5G network, which we know is reliable. So breaking down some of the plans by Visible, the new Visible plan is $30 a month with taxes and fees included on Verizon's 5G nationwide network with unlimited minutes, messaging, data, and hotspot. So I feel like that really does cover the bases in terms of solid coverage, but also all the different tools that you need, and also being able to hotspot to your computer or any other devices that you might have is very handy. In addition to that, there's also the new Visible Plus plan for just $45 a month with taxes and fees included, and Visible Plus offers everything the Visible plan has and more. Most notably, the faster 5G with ultra-wideband technology on qualifying devices. As I mentioned, the best part about this beyond the price point is that it is on Verizon's main network, so you're actually not sacrificing in terms of the quality of the network and the reliability. But the reason why Visible is able to be more economical than some of their competitors is that Visible itself does not have any physical stores. So to go ahead and set up Visible, it is really easy. You can either decide to use your own smartphone that you may have purchased outright or one that you might have had before, or you can also select a new phone through Visible. The second step is to set up your SIM. Visible will overnight a SIM card, or you can also set up in 15 minutes or less using eSIM. So for those who are in the US and specifically on the new iPhones, you can take advantage of that function and get up and running right away. The third step is to go ahead and download the app and follow the instructions to activate your service if you've been overnighted a SIM, and if you've used an eSIM, you're already good to go. So you don't have to go through the whole process of going to a physical location, standing around for a while, making an appointment, and that really does contribute to that on-the-go lifestyle when you're trying to get things up and running quickly. So typically towards the afternoon, it is time to go ahead and publish some of the content, whether it's photos to Instagram from some of the campaigns of the trips, or to upload a YouTube video and also post it on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Usually I like to do that around the afternoon where everyone is either going home from work or school, and it's been a very standard procedure for many years now. I would tweet the photo. I would also use an app called 2Stories to be able to share to my Instagram stories in a more YouTube format as opposed to just posting the thumbnail photo to the stories. And for Facebook, I just go ahead and copy the title and the thumbnail just like I would over on Twitter. That is kind of how we announce that we have a new video that is out, and of course notifications go out, but there's also a bit of an admin process that goes along with any video upload, especially when I'm away from the computer. I do this all through the YouTube Creator Studio app, and I can type any descriptions, tags, categories, titles, and all that kind of stuff. And I actually also upload my thumbnails from mobile because I download them from my graphic designer on Dropbox, and it's able to do that pretty quickly. And from there I can crop, make any edits, and the video is good to go. Occasionally there might be a phone call towards the end of the day because I like to plan my phone calls either first thing in the day or at the end of the day when it comes to ones that I am able to schedule. And that's just because I don't like to have like little blocks throughout the day that might have to be met in terms of trying to finish all the other work that's surrounding that main workflow. But that is pretty much a bit of a day in life of how I use my smartphone and how I rely on it, and why having a reliable network for your phone as a business owner is extremely important and one of the most instrumental parts no matter where you are in your career. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and as always, if you enjoyed it, make sure to go ahead and drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know down in the comment section below as to what tips you have as a business owner and how you be more productive on the go with a busy lifestyle, and maybe some of the apps that you guys use on your smartphone. But till then, I'll see you in the next one.